It's the Brandon Cruz Daily Fantasy Podcast, where I go and look alone plays and strategies specifically designed for GPPs. This is a show for people who are already formed in daily fantasy sports. None of these contests operate. If you have any question related to NASCAR, this is a stupid question, feel free to shoot them away on Twitter, BrandonCruzDFS. Most importantly, take everything here with a grain of salt and use your best judgment to make entries. Additionally, if you have a game addiction, that's not my problem. Check your sense of feelings at the door. We're looking at the Truck Series at Gateway this weekend. And so I think the main starting point that you want to use for this weekend is the race at Richmond earlier in the year. That's really what I'm looking at in terms of short track race. And you can look at the road courses, and I think you should, because there's a lot of similarities between the short tracks. And I know Gateway's not exactly a short track, but the race is very similar to these road courses. You see guys who are usually good on flatter tracks, the tracks that are less important on aero and downforce and more on mechanical grip. You typically see those guys do well at Gateway. Last year, you saw Todd Gillen break out, and he should have won that race until he was taken out by Sheldon Creed. And then yet again, you see Todd Gillen doing well at the road courses this year. John Harnimachek, in the past, you saw John Harnimachek run well here at Gateway, and pretty much no matter what equipment he was in, other than 2018 when he ran his father's truck, and even in that situation, like, he still ran fine. I'm not hating looking at previous track history here, because I think it is pretty important. I think guys who do well here in the past are going to continue to do well. Guys who typically do well at road courses are going to do well here, and that's really what we're looking at. But the reason I bring up Richmond is because I think that's how this race is going to play out. We're going to see guys get up to the front. We're going to see a little bit of contact between, the mid-pack guys. Like Richmond, we had Haley, we had Deegan and Chris Wright get into, Fogelman. I think it was Fogelman. Yeah, it was Fogelman and Deegan get into it. Just situations like that. I think Richmond's a spinning image of this race. And so when we're looking at that, obviously John Harnimachek pretty much ran away with the Richmond race. I think we're going to see a very similar thing there. Austin Hill ended up finishing 10th. Let's see. Yeah, hold on a minute. I just X'd out of my stuff. Sorry about that. I don't know why I always end up X'ing out of my stupid tabs on accident. So you had Austin Hill ran better than where he finished. He ended up getting shuffled to 10th late in that race. Todd Gillen, basically ran 6th the entire race. That's where he ended up finishing. Creed did not have the best car, ended up finishing 11th. The GMS guys kind of struggled here more than we thought they would. And so keep that in mind for Creed and Smith. I don't see them really stepping up to the plate in this race. I think we're going to see the GMS guys kind of run 8th, 7th, 6th. I like the GMS guys more on intermediates this season. Crafton ran poorly, could never really get there. It's weird that when you look at Richmond and how some of these guys run compared to the intermediate tracks, like you would think Creed would have run better at Richmond this year, and he didn't. Whereas, obviously he's a contender on the intermediate tracks, he's a contender on the road courses. It just, for whatever reason, didn't translate to Richmond this year. Same thing with Crafton, to where Crafton just it didn't work for Crafton for whatever reason. Chandler Smith ended up being a guy that you wanted to target at Richmond. I think he's important this week. Who are the other guys that I want to look at? I don't mind Johnny Sauter. People hate when I keep bringing up Johnny Sauter, but I like Johnny Sauter in certain situations. I like him. I think this is a place where you do want to target Jack Wood. And we'll start ranking stuff on the screen in a minute. I'm just trying to go through what kind of stands out from the Richmond race. Spencer Davis starting dead last. Probably not important for GPPs, but I think if you are playing cash, he is worth a target. Let's just go ahead and start ranking these guys, because you guys don't care. So I'm not going to be targeting Hill this week. Oops. Not going to be going after Hill. I like John Harnimachek. I do like Todd Gillen as well, and I do have Sheldon Creed projected to lead some laps, but he's truly a secondary contender for me right now. I like Hocevar. Oops, let me change that. No Smith. I like Hocevar. I don't mind him. $7,500 for a guy that we've seen constantly be up there this year. I like Hocevar in the situation. I don't mind Rhodes. Eckes. Right now, I'm giving him 30 points, and so I can't do it for Eckes. We've seen Friesen run better at some of the short tracks, but it's hard for me to see Friesen get any higher than 7th in this race, and even getting some laps led. Right now, I'm giving Friesen 39 points. I can give him some laps led, but still, like it's hard for me to imagine a place where Friesen really scores more than like 45 points without other guys really having issues. Crafton, probably too expensive for me, not going to get to him. Derek, let's see, not going to work for me. Derek's interesting. I don't know why exactly they're bringing him into this race. For Kyle Busch, I don't see it for me. Personally, I'm not going to be going to Derek, but that's just what I'm doing. I just found it curious that they chose this as a track to bring Derek in. I don't know. Kind of just rambling right now. Chandler Smith, I think you need to consider as well. Ankrum, same thing. Barry, I'm going to say no. Probably won't get to Barry. Austin Wayne Self got him projected for 24 points right now. That's 4.3. I think you need to consider him in the 5K range. We don't necessarily need the best value. We don't even need 5X value in the Truck Series. We've seen situations where you don't need that. I don't think Tanner Gray performs well here. I know this is Tanner Gray's first real big shot on an actual track. I think he screws it up, but that's just me. I don't mind Kraus. Don't mind him. Got him hitting value. I got Truex as a guy you need to consider as well. Cheap, easy to get into lineups. Deegan struggled at Richmond. I do think she learned from that. We're going to keep Deegan in the pool. Personally, I love Sauter, and I like Jack Wood. I like both these guys. I like their pricings. I like their projections that I'm giving them. I'm going to consider both of them there. Chris Wright as well. I know it's ugly. Starting 32nd. I got him for 20 points right now, but at $4,500, like if you're pivoting to min price, I think it can work. He's not in my high scoring lineup, but he's in quite a few high scoring lineups. I think you need to happily keep Chris Wright considered just because I think he can work with that price. Now, if he gets wrecked, obviously you're going to be screwed because he's going to lose a lot of positions there. But I don't hate Chris Wright here. We'll move him back to a B. We won't be nearly as aggressive there. Danny Bone, probably not going to do it. I'd much rather go to Chris Wright. Fogelman, probably going to be a no. Ty Majeski, got him hitting over 5X value. I like Majeski in the situation. This is Majeski's wheelhouse. Like, this is a track that Majeski should just kill at and should be a contender for a top 7. So I like Majeski here. Not going to do it for Taylor Gray. I just made everything I said about Tanner applies to Taylor because I get their names mixed up. Stupid brothers. Stupid kids. Whatever. Gonna be a C on Tyler Hill. Same thing with Purdy as well. I think Purdy can perform well. I'm just terrified of him wrecking the field or getting involved in a wreck. Griffin not going to do it. Grant Enfinger not going to do it. Hacker, no. Boy, going to be a no. Jordan Anderson is going to be a no. Roger Rayu is going to be a no. Jennifer Joe Cobb going to be a no. So, Williams isn't a bad driver. If you look at his races in the ARCA series, he's not horrible. But I truly believe this is more of a PR move. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say there. Dawson Cram. I like Cram here. If you want to go to the 5K range, I like Cram. He's a short track kid. I think this is where what that truck has can really perform. I like that in the 5K range. Not going to be going to Norm. Not going to be going to Spencer Davis. So this is where we're at for these guys here. And I'm not purposely trying to kind of mail this video in. I just got a lot of stuff I got to keep track of time, and I'm getting distracted. recording this, so I do apologize. But did under 9 minutes. These are the guys I'm looking at. I think there's a good chance John Harnimachek can run away with this race, and then it pivots to more of a place differential type of event, to where you're focusing more on guys like Johnny Sauter, Jack Wood, Ty Majeski, and I think they can get in the optimal lineup. Anything can happen. These guys can keep wrecking, but I think Gateway will be pretty calm unless we get a yellow late in the race. The only thing we really have to worry about is lap traffic. For whatever reason, lap traffic is just a pain in the butt here at Gateway. Guys do not get out of the way, and so that's my main concern. I think that's how we get a caution if we do. It's going to be lap traffic doing something stupid. And so that's where we're at there. Hopefully this helps you out for the Truck Series. And I'm going to try and be live tomorrow or on Friday for it. Can't make any promises. Saturday I won't be live for the Xfinity Series. I'll plan on being live for the Cup Series. If you want to find my full projections, if you want to support me, support the channel, PayPal, Patreon in the description, and we'll check you later.